This is just another prime example that goes to show that despite all of the virtue signaling that Hollywood continues to do when it comes to their wokeness and diversity and inclusivity, nothing could be further from the truth when it comes to Hollywood. They don't care about minorities, even though they continue to preach that they do. They only care about minorities as far as they want them to be in these boxes that they have created for them, that the woke white liberal elites in Hollywood have created for them. And as soon as those minorities step outside of those boxes that they have created that predetermine what they like, what they say, what they do, all of these different things, then they absolutely despise that. And in this case here, in this article that we're going to be taking a look at here, apparently Idris Elba isn't black enough in the Luther show because he doesn't eat Caribbean food. I'm not joking with you. That is just how absolutely insane everything is right now. Meanwhile, my message is very simple, very clear. Like what you want to like, eat what you want to eat. It doesn't matter. And your skin color should not have any effect in that. It should have no sway over what you eat or don't eat. Eat what you want to eat. It doesn't matter. Like what you want to like. That's my message. And that goes for everybody. No matter if you're black, Asian, white, it doesn't matter. Like what you want to like, eat what you want to eat. But apparently that isn't good enough when it comes to Hollywood. So this person here, BBC diversity chief Miranda Wayland. I mean, I don't even know what a diversity chief is. I mean, I guess it basically just means that she's just focused on diversity. So she basically just judges people based on their skin color, and she makes decisions based on skin color. She focuses on skin color, which to me seems pretty freaking racist to me. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into this and see what she has to say in her own words about Idris Elba in the Luther show, because apparently this is all the outrage right now in Hollywood, because Luther apparently doesn't act black enough. He doesn't act in the way that Hollywood wants him to act. BBC diversity chief Miranda Wayland has stirred up controversy on social media due to a discussion at the digital MIP TV conference in which she said Idris Elba's popular crime series Luther is not authentic when it comes to black storytelling. And who dictates what is black storytelling? Well, for the most part, it is the establishment. It is what the elites want you to think is black storytelling. As Wayland explained, when Luther first came out, everybody loved the fact that Idris Elba was in there, a really strong black character lead. We all fell in love with him. Who didn't, right? But after you got into about the second series, you got kind of like, okay, he doesn't have any black friends. He doesn't eat any Caribbean food. This doesn't feel authentic. So because he doesn't have any black friends and he doesn't eat Caribbean food, he isn't black enough. What? Am I the only one that thinks that this is absolutely insane? I don't know how long it's going to continue to take for common sense normal people to wake up to realize that Hollywood is where the real racists are created, where they want these different people to be in their own boxes. They want minorities to be in the boxes that they have created for them. And that is exactly what is happening here with this Luther situation. Luther, the character, apparently doesn't fit in the black box because he doesn't eat Caribbean food and he doesn't have black friends. Therefore, he's not in the black box. So therefore, he is a huge problem, apparently, suddenly in Hollywood, according to the woke, according to the SJWs. I'm telling you, SJWs are the biggest segregationists in our country, and I've been saying this for a while now. And the reason I say that is because they want these people to be in the boxes that they have created for them. And you cannot mingle the boxes. You cannot cross over any of the boxes. Otherwise, that is a huge problem. So black people need to be in the boxes that they've created for them. They want everyone to be in the boxes that they've created for them. And we're seeing this happening more and more. And we see what happens when people step outside of those boxes. I mean, you know, black conservatives are often called horrible names like coon and everything else. They're called terrible, terrible names, because they have stepped outside of the box that the establishment has created for them. And we're seeing it. I mean, this is just another prime example of this, right? Like Hollywood continues to preach about how they want to lift women up. They want women to have their voices and everything else. But as soon as Gina Carano uses her voice in the way that she wants to use her voice, then suddenly it is a very bad thing because she has stepped outside of the box, the woman box that Hollywood has created for her. And so she's fired. This is just insane. Absolutely insane. Wayland continued, "It's great having these big landmark shows with those key characters, but it's about making sure everything around them, their environment, their culture, the set is absolutely reflective. It will be very much about how can we make sure that this program is authentic in terms of the storytelling." So they're dictating everything by skin color. That's all that they're doing, which to me seems pretty racist. That is absolutely the wrong direction that our country is continuing to head in. We're dictating everything based on skin color. We're dictating everything based on race, and that is a huge, huge problem in our country, and it's going to continue to fester and grow into a bigger problem every single day when we determine who people need to be, when we make choices about people, when we judge people based on their skin color. And that is exactly what this person is doing when it comes to Luther. So Calvin Robinson has a great response to this. So just to kind of give a little bit of backstory, basically Calvin Robinson, you know, who is a black man, you know, he posted these pictures the other day of him at a pub, apparently. And then somebody, this guy replied to him and said, "Any black mates, Calvin Robinson? I bet you this person has black and white mates, LOL." And so Calvin Robinson replied and said, "Imagine judging a man by the color of his friends. This is where we're at. Racism disguised as anti-racism," which is exactly what is happening in the SJW woke movement right now. I'm in London, one of the most multi-ethnic cities in the world. I have friends from all backgrounds, not that it matters. Stop making skin color a big deal, racist, he is 100% correct about this. And so then he gets into this whole Idris Elba situation, and he says, "Yesterday, it was implied I'm not black enough because I didn't have any black friends in my photo. Today, BBC's diversity chief says Idris Elba's Luther isn't black enough because he doesn't have any black friends. These lazy stereotypes are racist. Great thing about Luther is that his skin color isn't the core of his identity." Boom, 100%. He's fighting many battles. An example of that we're all human, we all struggle, but our ethnicity doesn't always play a part in that. That's diversity, equality. Boom. And he is 100% correct about this, and I love what he says here. "I wasn't sure institutional racism was a thing anymore, but the BBC is trying hard to prove me wrong," which is true. Institutional racism continues to show up time and time again in places like Hollywood, once again, this is just another story that just flings the window wide open to shine light on the Hollywood hypocrisy that's out there, where they continue to pretend that they are the most inclusive, the most diverse, that they're the most woke, but they want people to be in the boxes that they have created for them. And that goes for all minorities. And if you step outside that box, they do not like it, because that means that you are breaking control from them. That you are taking the power away from them and putting it in your own hands. Now, my message to you is a pretty simple message, and you can actually tell me which message is the more racist message here. Is it the message coming from Hollywood that you aren't black enough if you don't eat Caribbean food? Or is it the message that I have to present to you that is, like what you want to like? It doesn't matter what your skin color is. Eat what you want to eat. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. That shouldn't have any sway over what you eat, what you don't eat. Which message is more racist? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that in the comments. So, let me know what you think about this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new here to my channel. I'd appreciate that a lot. And I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
My heart.